Hello, I'm Dr. Tony. I want to thank you for visiting my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell, and please pass this on. I just really want to change the world with this process. I really enjoy doing this, and it's something that I think everyone can benefit from, and I really don't believe it's out there connecting all four aspects of the Big Four process. So again, had a patient today that actually had told me someone that she knew, her 19-year-old daughter was trying to commit suicide. And it's so, when you think about it, how could someone like that, what could be going on in someone's mind that life is that bad? And again, we don't know what someone past is like. We don't know. We didn't walk through their shoes. We didn't walk from their birth to the moment of whatever happens to them. But what we do know is that you can change. No matter what happens, you can change. So no matter where you are in your life right now, the decision you have to make is, I need to change. And again, no, I shouldn't have said that. It's not what I need, it's what you want. What you want is different from what you need. You need air. You need air to survive. You want to have a different life, that's a choice. And when I was talking to her about it, everyone's kind of like blame God. God has nothing to do with it. Understand, God gives you free will. God has nothing to do with it. And He gives you free will because that's creation. If He didn't give you free will, that's dictation, not creation. So the question is not about God. The question is about what part of you. It's one thing doing these and seeing all these people. People always tend to want to blame somebody else for their dysfunctions. It has nothing to do with it. Remember, nothing is missing in your life. It's only misplaced in your soul. And again, we all have major situations in my life going on, but I'm not blaming God. I'm just not doing that because it doesn't matter. I'm in charge of my life and you're in charge of your life. So because if you don't define who you are, the world's going to define who you are for you, and that's what's not good about it. You don't want the world defining who you are. You want to define who you are. And again, I don't care where you are, 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60 years old. You can always make a change in yourself with the Big Four process. But you're going to have to want to make the change. And I will tell you, ask yourself, do you want to change? And if you didn't answer yourself within 2 or 3 seconds, you're lying. That's a thing I do with patients all the time. And there's nothing wrong with not wanting to change. But then, what do you have to do to make a change? It's the onion. It's peeling back the onion. When people, with these cards, you don't use it one time, use these cards every day. These are like the tarot cards, I guess, in a way. Use these every day because you're peeling back the onion. When someone, even someone that is very, very emotionally sick right now, you got to peel back. You're not going to make a cure like that unless they want to on the subconscious level. But you always got to find out, what is it? What's this inside voice that you are hearing as a child from that birth to 7 years old? What is that inside voice? Do you believe that inside voice? Do you want to be a singer and someone in the family says you can never do that, or no one in your family is talented? Doesn't mean you're not talented. It doesn't mean that at all. Or if you're brought up on a farm and your parents want to become a farmer, maybe you don't want to be a farmer. Maybe you want to be a singer. Maybe you want to do something completely different. Because you have to choose what you want to do in your life. Don't let society choose for you. And that's what happens to us. Actually, the book is coming along, and I just was writing something in one aspect at the end of it, saying that survival of the fittest. That's what happens in the animal world. The elk that's the slowest gets eaten by the tiger. Or the alligator that's born with a deformed tail gets eaten. It's survival of the fittest because no one there to interfere with it. But with us, with humans, it's not survival of the fittest. It's survival of the person that doesn't drink the Kool-Aid. The person that wants to be who they are. Not because some advertisement tells you that you need to take an aspirin because you have a headache, or some advertisement tells you take this to sleep well, or someone says to you, you can't do that, that's inappropriate. Be who you want to be. That's what's important here. Be who you want to be. And what's interesting, if you're weak, and if you are weak, that's when you're going to get picked on the most. And I'm not saying physically like a bully, I'm saying energetically. So please, I don't care where you are, you can change. You have to, and awareness is the first sign of healing. Remember that. Awareness is the first sign of healing. If you are not happy where you are, and you believe that you can change, and you can change. You can change. There's no doubt in my mind that you can change. But you're going to have to want to change. And you have to work at it. And I don't care, persistence and consistency. Work 5 minutes a day at it. I'd rather see you work 5 minutes a day doing something than 20 minutes one day. Because with when I got my doctorate, habits, 21 days. Why do you think they say that? It takes 21 days to develop all new neuron connections when you want to create a habit. And that's what it's all about. So again, today was a little bit different, this one. But again, just to settle, just so we can end it with what the Big Four process is. It's a spiritual thought, creating a mental image that creates an emotion that alters physical matter. The blending of those four come together to create a paradigm shift, alter matter, spontaneous healing. So that thought has to have a meaning. And again, so to go back to what the Big Four is, again, I use this chart to show people growing up. A spiritual block is God is useless. A mental block is I'm useless. Or a emotional block is I hate you. Physical block is a heart attack, stuff like that. But the thing is, you need to have these blocks are creating your downfall. These blocks are creating things that you aren't really who you are, because you have these subconscious blocks. The subconscious is 95% of who you are. That's your reality, and this is your dreams. Your head, your conscious mind, your dreams. Again, nothing is missing in your life. It's only misplaced in your soul. God gave us all the same thing. He gave us all the same thing. You have to work with what you have the way you want to work with it. Okay, so I want to thank you again for visiting my channel. It's findyourblocks.com is my website. Any questions, please questionforhealth@gmail.com. And again, if you know anyone who would benefit from this, please send them this YouTube. And I want to thank you again for spending this time with me. Until next time.